So I haven't made this salad in a couple of decades, and mainly because I sort of forgot how I used to do it. And the other day someone was throwing out some books and I had a look, and there was a 45-year-old country cookbook with the recipe in it exactly how I remember it. I love this salad. It's a complete meal in itself, or you can serve it with some protein, and it's great to take on a picnic or a barbecue or to someone's place, because it's best if it's made the day before. And don't worry, you can easily make this vegetarian, just don't put the bacon on, it still tastes delicious. So all I do is bring a small pot of water to the boil, add 3 eggs and put a timer on for 9 minutes. Then I measure 2 cups of frozen peas and put them in some boiling water. And you'll need 4 to 5 rashers of bacon. I'll just remove this rind and chop it into small pieces and put it into a fry pan without any oil. Turn the heat on to low, add a tablespoon or 2 of water, and I'll just let that bacon render in its own fat until it's crispy. The peas have come back to the boil and have been simmering for a couple of minutes, so I'm just going to remove them and strain the water and let them cool down. When the eggs have been cooking for 9 minutes, immediately give them a nice little crack and then put them into a dish of water, and that's the easiest way to peel them. I'll show you soon. You'll also need half a lettuce, and I like to wash the lettuces. So I find the easiest way to do this, a fellow chef showed me this trick a few years ago, and it's great if you want to separate the leaves. So I just discard those outer leaves and make sure I've cut off the core a little bit, which is that bit. And then I take the lettuce over to the sink, and this lettuce isn't really tight, but this is good when you get one of those really compact lettuce. But all you do is run your water gently, not a lot of water because you don't want to waste water. And what will happen is the lettuce will fill up with water, and that will help the leaves separate. And this is great if you're making lettuce wraps, and it's also a good way to wash it. So it will get quite heavy. And you can also do this with a cabbage. Because a cabbage and a lettuce is mostly water, this trick works for both. And as the lettuce leaves fall off, just put them on a clean tea towel or paper towel. So as it fills up, all the leaves come off so easily. Took all of about 90 seconds. And I'll just leave them there to dry out a bit. Meanwhile, the bacon is starting to make some noise. So now I'll keep an eye on it and stir it quite frequently. Right, that looks pretty good to me. I haven't got any paper towel, but normally I would let this drain on paper towel, and I'll let that cool down. And that's for the topping, so we can start to put the salad together, because by the time I'm finished, that will be cool. The eggs have been sitting in there for about 5 minutes, so I just put the spoon underneath the shell, and because they've been sitting in the water and I cracked them, the water gets underneath the shell and makes it really easy to get off. And that's like the easiest way I know of peeling eggs. Easy. And there's my 3 eggs for the salad. So I'll get some of the lettuce leaves, about half of that lettuce that I washed, and just shred it, roll it up and shred it. And that goes in the bottom of the salad dish. Next I sprinkle over the 2 cups of peas, which have now cooled down. And the next layer is the hard-boiled eggs, and all I do is simply mash them and sprinkle them on top of the peas. The next layer is mushrooms, and you need 200 grams of raw mushrooms. So what I like to do is just slice them, stem and all, quite thinly, or you could chop them. Then we'll put the mushrooms on top of the egg mixture, followed by about 200 grams of grated tasty cheese. A generous big cup of cheese. So before we put any other layers, we put the dressing on these layers first. So into a bowl, put 1 cup of mayonnaise, 2 tablespoons of sour cream, 2 teaspoons of any mustard you like. This is some nice German mustard, it's delicious. And then 1 tablespoon of lemon juice. It's about 1 tablespoon. How cool is the mustard in a jar that you can use as a glass later on? We should do that with all our condiments. Mix that thoroughly. And then we pour that over the cheese. And this is why it's best made the day before you intend to eat it. So all these beautiful flavours can meld together and can break down a bit. Right, we're nearly there. So get some spring onions. These are 3 huge ones or 6 smaller ones. I always remove the end little bit, keep it to flavour a stock or for the compost bin, and then chop the rest. Sprinkle the spring onions over the top. 2 more ingredients and then it's done. Sorry, 3 more with the bacon. The recipe says 1 tomato cut into pieces, but I might do 2 because I feel like it might need 2. And the tomato goes on top. And this is not in the recipe, but I love a bit of pepper on tomatoes, so I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit of pepper over the tomato, maybe a little bit more. So the last thing I need to chop is a little bit of parsley. And before the parsley goes on, I sprinkle over the bacon that's now gone cold. My mouth's watering thinking about eating this. And lastly, just sprinkle on the chopped parsley. It looks delicious, so I'll just cover it properly and put it in the fridge. I'll see you tomorrow. So that salad was in the fridge for 2 days. We didn't get around to eating it yesterday, but I'm eating it now and it looks delicious. I think this salad would last quite a few days in the fridge. A little bit of everything on my fork. It tastes as delicious as I remember it. And the egg layer is so yum. And the bacon and the mushrooms. And the mushrooms have gone quite soft, which makes them so easy to eat. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully I'll see you again soon. I'm going to eat.